I didn't think I could feel invisible to my own family until the day my cousin posted that photo. That one picture, carelessly, thrown online like it meant nothing, was what finally broke me. Because in that moment, staring at it on my screen, I realized something horrifying. Not a single person in my entire family had noticed that. I had moved to a different state, started a brand new life, and even gotten the biggest promotion of my career. And yet there was my cousin, smiling in the photo, standing right in front of my old house. The house I had moved out of 6 months earlier, captioned, "Hanging with family today. Love these people." But I wasn't in the photo. Of course I wasn't. I wasn't even in the same state anymore.
Tell me honestly, would you feel betrayed?
Would you confront your family, or would you just walk away like I eventually did? So let me rewind to the beginning. Because this didn't all happen overnight. For as long as I can remember, I've always been the okay kid in my family. Not the favorite. Not the troublemaker. Not the genius, not the disaster. Just okay. I was the one who showed up to every event, helped with every chore, and was somehow still the person everyone forgot to include in group chats. Growing up, I didn't think much of it. I thought that's just how families were. You play your part, even if no one really sees you. My siblings had strong personalities, loud, funny, dramatic. My cousins were always the stars of every gathering. Meanwhile, I was the quiet one, the listener, the responsible one, the one who cleaned up after everyone left, the one who took care of the details no one else noticed. But as I grew older, I started noticing the pattern. People remembered my birthday only if Facebook reminded them. When I visited my parents, they were warmer to my siblings' friends than to me. When I talked in a group, my voice was the one that got talked over. By the time I got into my mid-20s, I felt like a ghost who paid rent to be part of the family. So when the company I worked for suddenly opened a new position, one state away, a position with better pay, more benefits, and a clear path upward, I didn't think twice. I applied immediately. I didn't even tell my family because I already knew what would happen. They'd either shrug or say something like, "Well, if that's what you want," before returning to whatever was more interesting to them. When I got the promotion, I was ecstatic. I thought, this is my moment. They'll be proud of me. They'll finally see me. But that hope lasted about 5 minutes. I called my mom first. She picked up and sounded distracted, like she was doing dishes or scrolling her phone. When I told her, there was a pause, and then she said, "Oh, that's nice. Are you still coming to your aunt's dinner on Sunday?" I told her no, because I would be moving that weekend. Another pause. Moving? Where? And that was my first taste of disappointment. Because I had told her about the new office location months ago. Not that she remembered. When I told my siblings, they responded with emojis. Literally emojis. 1 thumbs up. 1 heart. No follow-up questions. No, when are you leaving? No, do you need help packing? My dad didn't even call. He sent a text 2 days later. Congrats. That was it. So I packed up my whole life alone. I rented a truck, loaded everything myself, drove for 10 hours, moved into a tiny but beautiful apartment with a view I adored, and not a single person called to check if I got there safely. Not one. At first I told myself they were just busy, but days turned to weeks, and weeks turned to months. And in those months, not one family member asked about my job, my new place, my new city, or anything happening in my life. I would text updates, but the responses were always dry, dismissive or non-existent. Meanwhile, in our family group chat, they would talk for hours about my cousin's baking business or my brother's gym progress or the stray cat my aunt started feeding. But the promotion I worked years for, the move I did entirely alone, the new life I was trying so hard to build, silence, complete silence. Still, I tried to be understanding. I tried to keep in touch. I called on birthdays, holidays, random Tuesdays. I sent photos of my new apartment, my new coworkers, my new neighborhood. But it always felt like I was talking into a void. So eventually, I stopped trying so hard. I stopped texting first. I stopped calling. And guess what? No one noticed. Weeks went by. Then months. And then we hit the 6-month mark. 6 months since I left. 6 months since I'd been out of state. 6 months of being invisible. And then came the day everything snapped for me. I was eating lunch at work, scrolling through social media, when I saw my cousin's post. It was a big family gathering. Barbecue, music, laughs. Everything I used to show up early to help set up. My cousin had taken a group photo in front of my old house, and the caption said, "So good to see everyone again. Nothing like family time." I stared at the picture for a long time. My old house in the background. Everyone smiling. Everyone together. everyone acting like nothing had changed. And then I read the comments. My aunt said, "This was so much fun. It's been too long since we were all together." My brother commented, "We should do this more often." My sister wrote, "Family is everything," and that was when I felt something inside me twist hard altogether. I wasn't there. I hadn't lived in that house for 6 months. They were standing in front of a place that didn't even belong to me anymore. And not one person noticed that I wasn't there. Not one person thought it was strange. Not one person asked, "Hey, where is he?" I mean, how invisible do you have to be for your absence to blend in with the background? So that was the situation I was in, and I had to make a choice. Before I tell you what happened next, I want you to pause and comment below what you would have done in my shoes. Would you call them out? Would you distance yourself? Would you let it go? Seriously, I need to know. After staring at that photo for way too long, something in me snapped. I don't know if it was anger, sadness, disappointment, or all of them tangled together, but I suddenly felt this overwhelming urge to make things brutally clear. I didn't want to yell. I didn't want to start drama. I wanted them to finally, undeniably see me. So I posted a comment on my cousin's photo. Just one simple sentence. "Looks like you found my replacement." Within minutes, I started getting notifications. My cousin replied with a confused emoji. My aunt commented, "What do you mean, honey?" My sister messaged me privately, "Are you okay?" That one set me off more than anything, because she hadn't asked if I was okay in half a year. So I finally did what I should have done a long time ago. I told the truth, in the group chat, in the most honest, calm message I have ever typed. I said, "Hey, just so everyone knows, I moved out of state 6 months ago. I got promoted. I started a new job, and I've been living alone this whole time. Not one person noticed. You all gathered at my old house today like everything was the same, and no one even realized I wasn't there. I don't know if that says something about me or about this family, but it hurts. A lot." After that, I muted the chat. My hands were shaking. My heart was pounding. And then the messages started rolling in, one after another, like a dam had burst. My mom called immediately. I didn't answer. My brother left a voice note saying he was shocked and didn't realize I moved already, which was insane because I had told him multiple times. My cousin apologized for taking the photo in front of my old house and said she thought I was working that day, working in another state. My aunt wrote a paragraph about how families drift sometimes, but still love each other. My dad sent a rare message. "Didn't mean to make you feel that way. We're proud of you." But none of it felt genuine. It felt like damage control. Later that evening, my mom sent me the message that finally confirmed everything I had been feeling. She said, "You should have reminded us. You know how busy everyone is." And that was the exact moment. I emotionally checked out. Because no, I should not have had to remind my entire family that I moved to another state. I shouldn't have had to beg for their attention, their curiosity, their basic acknowledgement that I exist. I shouldn't have needed to repeat the most important change in my life, just so it could possibly stick in their minds for more than 24 hours. So I wrote one last message. I said, "I'm not angry. I'm not trying to punish anyone, but I'm stepping back. I need space. If anyone wants to be part of my life, you know where to find me. But I'm done chasing." And I meant it. I left the family group chat. I muted all their numbers. I stopped checking their social media. And for the first time in my life, I felt peaceful. Lonely sometimes, yes, but peaceful. And within a week, something interesting happened. No one contacted me again. Not once, not a text, not a call, nothing. And you know what? As painful as that was, it also told me everything I needed to know. I wasn't withdrawing from them. I was simply removing myself from a place I was never truly seen in. Now, months later, my life is calmer, brighter, fuller. I've made new friends. My job is thriving. I'm building a life where I don't feel invisible. And sometimes when I think back to that photo, the one that started everything, I realize it wasn't the moment I lost my family. It was the moment I finally understood they were never really with me to begin with. So if you were on my side, like this video, subscribe for more stories like this. And share your final thoughts on this whole mess in the comments section. I'll see you all in the next story.